What's going on, everybody? The Obsession Podcast, bigger and better than ever. I'm Mike Stadler.
I'm Carl Bepke.
How's it going, Carl?
Outstanding, apparently, my friend.
I knew it was.
Good Lord. It's getting towards the end of the year.
It is.
We're going to throw the next few podcasts out here. We're going to tell everybody what we really think, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too. We got one. I got one here.
All right, lay it out there. What we got?
Everybody's always talking about, you know, you got to let these bucks grow and grow in big bucks.
Yep.
And how do you do it? And you can't shoot this, you can't shoot that.
And everybody has a different idea what a big buck is.
Yeah, and then, you know, I've had a few people out there say you can't hold, and in the same breath, you can't hold deer on small properties.
Can't hold deer on small properties, but you got to let them go.
Yeah, but you got to let them go, okay?
To grow.
So what you do is you got to let them go.
Okay.
But make sure you're growing them big, even though you can't hold them on your property.
Again.
And this is real stuff here, people, that I've seen podcasts on. And I'll throw one thing out there right off the bat, okay?
Right.
So anybody can have a podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
Or can have a TV show.
Yep.
We're no different.
Time and money.
Time and money. That's what it takes.
Yep.
So if you're out there and you got lots of money, which we don't,
Nope.
and lots of time, which we also don't,
Correct.
have a podcast. Get yourself a TV show. We've had it. It sucks.
It did.
We didn't like it.
Nope.
You know, and everybody's got their opinion.
Right.
Everybody's welcome to. I listened to a guy specifically. I listened to him this morning that said, you know, I ain't going to shoot no 3.5-year-old bucks on my small property, my private property. He's like, I'll shoot those in the public, but I'm not shooting them in my private. He's like, you got to let those bucks go. And this is coming from the same guy. I just got to finish this whole statement. He's like, so I'm not going to shoot those. I'm going to let those go and let those get bigger on my property. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you know, and you can't hold these deer anyway. You know, he's like, I'm going to ruffle some feathers here, and these big, you know, these people aren't going to understand you can't hold these big bucks on these small properties because they have a 300 to 900 acre roaming range on average. Mm-hmm. So it was weird that I listened to him talk with his head all the way up his ass. Yeah. It was hard to hear him.
I bet.
So, like, I'll tell you this. So Carl and I both have small properties.
We do.
First of all. 70 and a 40.
Yep.
We consistently hold bucks in our property.
And good bucks.
And good bucks. Maybe there's people who don't think they're good bucks, which is a whole nother, we'll get into that in another one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
But I think it's false. You can set up a small property.
Yes.
We do it. We've done it. We do it for people to hold deer.
Yes.
And to accumulate bucks.
100%.
Throughout the year.
Yep.
We do it every year. We put bucks on the ground, put bucks on the wall. This false ass narrative of letting these deer go so they can grow thing. Like, we've done the podcast. I know you have it.
Yeah.
Where we showed the studies.
Yep.
These studies done from QDM.
3.5 years old, they're at 80% of their antler growth. At 4.5.
90%.
Oh, yeah. It was 90, wasn't it?
90%.
Yeah, that's from MSU.
Yes.
Yeah, 90%. And then at 4.5, they're at, like, what, 92 or 93?
Yeah.
And they never get to 100%.
You're never
because
know what
nobody really knows
is.
what 100% is.
That could
until
be
they say they hit decline.
Yeah.
And they say then the year before was their 100%, which you don't frickin' know.
Some bucks could be at 100% at 3.5.
No, that's true. Well, here's a for instance. The buck I shot this year, Freddie Krueger. Those 3 years of pictures. Mm-hmm. Okay, 2.5-year-old, spindly, same frame.
Yep.
3.5-year-old gained maybe 5 inches, right? So he's 115,
Yeah.
110, 115
Yeah.
at 2.5. He was 118 to 120.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting these massive gains like everybody thinks they're
And then
going
this year, he's 4.5 years old, which in the state of Wisconsin, you guys, is a frickin' beast of a deer. So we know he's 4.5. Immediately on our hit list. We talk about all the time on our show.
Yep.
All right. 4.5-year-old deer on our property is on the hit list. I don't care what his rack is.
Yep.
I would say score-wise.
If we know he's that old.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Right.
And a 4.5-year-old Wisconsin buck has got a huge-ass body.
Yeah.
He's a big deer. And rack-wise, framed identical, more mass, a little bit bigger, taller, whatever. I shot it.
Yep. Well, just same thing. Mine. that I shot this year. I shot that 10. I had pictures of him in velvet. He was here. He was only here early though, and then was gone.
Yeah.
I had 2 bucks bigger than him here.
Yeah.
Fairly consistently. That giant one I called 2x4.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that giant 8-pointer.
Yeah.
And then this guy. Like I didn't even look at this guy. I was looking at the other 2. You know, don't know how old he was. I don't
care.
know. I'm just gonna say he was a 3.5.
I think he was 3.5.
He was a gigantic bodied buck. Like anybody to tell me that he's at least not 3.5, you're kidding yourself.
Well, dude, your picture, he's 212 pounds dressed
Yeah, he's
out.
212 pounds.
Yeah, he's big deer.
You know, dressed. That's a gigantic deer.
Yeah.
Gigantic
ass
neck.
deer.
You know, great buck. At the time, he was the second biggest buck I had on my property.
Yeah.
He was actually fighting with the one I believe I was after. He gave me the opportunity. I took that opportunity.
Yes.
Actually, I kind of made him take the opportunity.
You did. You did a great
But-
job on that.
Which goes into this mainstream media, social media bullshit of all these bucks, and all you guys want to be something that none of us are.
Right.
First of all, none of us. We're not. You're not. You're not going to be famous. You're not going to shoot. You're not. You are 100% not going to shoot 150 class bucks every year. You're not going to do it unless you own some gigantic property that I don't know about.
Yeah, and what Mike's meaning is on your small properties.
Yeah, small properties.
If you guys have 1,000 acres, totally different program.
You probably can do it.
Do your thing, whatever.
Yeah,
I get it. Hey, more power to you if you got the money for all of that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but you're watching guys so unrealistic.
Yeah.
So unrealistic of what some of these people are doing, these big name hunters out there. I don't care who they are.
Yeah.
I'll call them out by their names. It doesn't mean a shit of difference to me.
Right.
They're not better than you.
No.
That you people that are listening, these people aren't better than you.
In my opinion, they're probably worse.
Yeah, you're probably a better hunter than a lot of people you watch. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
And take that to heart. I'm not just telling you that to pump you up. You probably are, because we know a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're not good. Okay. And some of the arrogance that comes out of people nowadays.
Yeah.
And I don't put yourself in that class.
Yeah.
With these bucks, and downgrading these animals, you know, maybe, and we've talked about it, and we've done it. We've both shot 2.5-year-old bucks off of our properties.
We have.
That's what we had.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can say, oh, you know, and they always say, well, you know, the neighbor's going to shoot them. Well, it is a fact, okay?
Yeah.
So you can say that, well, yeah, that's why I shot him. Well, the neighbor is going to shoot him.
There's not 1 square millimeter on my 72 acres that doesn't have a neighbor.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And if that deer crosses onto my neighbor's property, there is a percentage of a chance that my neighbor will shoot him.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, when people say, well, you shouldn't use that for your reason. I'm not using it for my reason.
No.
I'm saying is if that's the best buck I have, okay, then that's the buck I'm going to hunt.
Yeah, you guys
and
always-
I'm going to be happy with it. That's the thing, though. People aren't happy with anything anymore.
Dude, get this. So it reminds me today. I told you I went to the bank before I came, right? Well, the teller not the teller, he's the branch manager. He's like, hey, Carl, how's it going? That's good. Yeah, how you been, Jason? And, you know, he's all cool. And he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you. He goes, me and my dad were out hunting on public. He goes, and I could see, he kind of goes, well, you know, he goes, I shot this spike. I said, were you happy? He goes, I was excited as hell. It's the first time ever that I've shot a buck the year before and then this year. First time ever he's done it. I said, and you're happy with the deer you shot? He said, yeah, 100%. Got a big old smile on his face. I said, tell me the story. So he tells me the story, listen to the whole thing. This guy's cranked up because I'm listening to the story about him shoot this spike on public. And I'm like, and that's what it should be about.
Yep.
100%.
Well, and I agree, 100%. And people are being conditioned to think that these animals aren't good enough. And take some time and realize what you're really out there doing. You know, and a lot of these guys you watch them, well, I passed up this one, I passed up that one. I'm going to tell you, you didn't pass up shit.
No.
Did you have that deer in a position at full draw with your pin on him and you could kill him? That's passing a deer up.
Yeah, sitting here with your cell phone and going like this, that's not passing a deer because you didn't draw your bow,
Yep.
You didn't aim, you didn't run through your cycle, and you didn't let the damn thing down.
And I'll tell you what, these measly 2.5s or 3.5s or 4.5s that you're not supposed to shoot, will make you look like a moron in the
Oh, yeah.
stand
100%.
if they catch you. Like, I don't care how many deer you've killed, and I was thinking about this today too, and I really think back, I'm not a huge religious person,
Yeah.
but I think there's a guy up there
Yeah.
as well as there's a guy down there.
Oh, yeah.
And I really am very thankful for the animals I've been allowed to harvest.
Yeah.
And the work I put in. They mean a ton to me. And I told Carlos this morning that one of the biggest buck I ever shot score-wise, the next year, I think I shot one that was 110 inches.
Yeah.
And it didn't mean any less to me than the big one.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
you're taking an animal's life, and they should mean, and like, we are really lucky
We are.
to look at what we are able to accomplish every year.
Yeah.
Like we are. And I think about that, let's just take just the 2 whitetails this year.
Yes.
There is people that we know,
Yeah.
and probably people listening to us, will never kill a deer like that.
No,
Ever.
that's true.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Doesn't make us any better, though.
And we are not better.
No.
But if you think about that, and then
Yeah.
you see these guys that are ripping on people
Yeah.
for shooting, say, the same buck or a
Yeah.
lesser buck, you're an asshole.
100%.
Because not everybody gets that opportunity.
No.
Not everybody has the property to do
Yeah.
it. And if you can't be happy with an animal, just don't hunt.
Right.
Really, please do me a favor.
Quit.
Hang your shit up, sell it,
Yeah.
put it on Marketplace,
Yep.
get rid of it.
Yeah. Hunting's meant to be enjoyed, and it's also meant for you to show respect to the animal and the game that you have taken. And I mean it every frickin' time you take an animal. I don't have any time, and Mike's the same way. We don't have any time for people who don't show animals respect. We talked on a couple shows back about, our number one rule: if you hunt with us and you shoot a deer on our property, that thing's going on your wall or you will be done forever.
Yep.
Like, you will never hunt with me again. I've got no time for you.
And there's bucks, obviously, Carl, that we don't shoot.
Right.
But I would never downplay it. Like, if I had one of my buddies come out and he shoots that deer, that's awesome.
Yeah.
As long as he's cranked up, that's
Oh, yeah,
cool. Like, I'm
100%.
gonna not shoot certain deer also, but I am
Right.
not gonna scoff at a 2.5-year-old buck if that's what I've got to shoot.
No.
You know.
No. And the number one rule we talked about, our rule, we hunt the top 10% of the deer, and maybe even more than that, actually.
Yeah, it varies as the year goes on,
Yeah,
because
it
some of
depends on
them
how
come
many-
and go.
Yeah, how many bucks we have.
Yeah.
And staying and transitioning and moving.
Right.
I mean, we have deer that are on it. Well, for instance, one deer on my property was there in velvet. As soon as velvet came off, he was gone. Never seen him again.
Yep.
Not one picture.
Yep.
And as of right now, I still have zero picture of him.
Right.
So, he didn't count in my view.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah.
He
Well,
gone.
he was gone before hunting season even started. So that actually made Freddy Krueger number one on my property.
Right.
The deer I shot. So it is what it is. And deer move in. The deer, I shot Freddy, and he was a brawler, and he would fight every deer he could. I shot him immediately the day after I started getting pictures of 2 10-pointers on the property that are, 150, 160.
No, it always happens.
Yeah, and that's normal. Well, and which is fine, but
Yeah.
that proves that our age group stuff that we do, our management on our property, is working.
Yep. But we set up to accumulate animals
Yeah.
throughout the year, and that's what we do. And
Right.
that's what the properties do. So if you're thinking you can't have success on a 20, a 30, a 40, a 50, a 60, you're wrong.
No.
And these guys out there telling you that you can't are wrong.
Yes.
They're wrong, because we do it. We set them up. And if you hunt them the right way and set them up the right way, you can hold quality animals on your property,
Yeah.
And stop thinking that a 2.5 or a 3.5 or a 4.5-year-old buck is not a quality animal. Because there's guys out there, dude, that bash if it's under 5.5 years old.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, you're a jackass. How many have you really killed?
Very few.
I doubt.
Well,
Yeah, I doubt they've killed many.
Yeah. If they've got small properties, I say they kill very few.
And you're looking at
They've got thousands of acres,
probably
and
have killed a lot.
Honestly, you got to get over the ideas of this stuff. This TV mentality, this social media bullshit that you see, the real live hunters, the guys and girls we're trying to talk to all the time, you know, if you shoot one of those every 2 or 3 years where you shoot a buck that's 125 or better, that's an accomplishment.
Yep.
You know? And don't compare yourself to anybody. Who the hell cares what everybody else thinks?
All right. I was telling you about that one guy, they interviewed him, and he's like, they're like, would you want to shoot a 150-inch deer every 3 years, I think, or would you want to shoot a 125-inch deer every year? He's like, 125-inch deer every year. He didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
Like, I would much rather do that, be successful, shoot a great buck every year.
Yeah. Well, to me, who's the better hunter? That's what I'm going to throw you. So 125 is Pope and Young, if you don't know that, which I'm sure most of you do. 125 is Pope and Young, 150 is good deer. Not quite Boone and Crockett or anything like that. But if you shoot 150 every 3 years, and let's just say you did it for 10 years, you got 30 bucks on the wall. If you shoot a 125 every year, there you go. You got 3 times as many as that other guy, right? So at that point, who's the better hunter? Who's more successful on the taking of animals?
This guy.
That guy who's shooting a deer every year. You know, so.
Well, everybody forgets, Kyle, that 125 is record book buck.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a record book buck.
I know, but you see it on the internet
but they're like,
anymore.
that's junk.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that junk buck. I wouldn't shoot that.
Yeah. 125-inch 8-pointer is a big-ass 8-pointer.
It's a big deer, dude.
That's a big 8-pointer.
You know, a lot of people think that they've shot that caliber of deer and have not.
No.
If you're actually going to put a tape to them, you'd probably be pretty surprised how much it takes to be that caliber of an animal. You know.
And then, again, you can only hunt if you've got private land, what's on your property. Or you can only hunt what's on that public location, that spot where you're hunting. Like if you're the person that's going to say, I'm going to shoot a deer that's 140 or better, which is great, but you don't have them on your property.
It's hard to do.
It's hard to do.
Pretty tough.
Right. So you can't yell and scream or bitch or anything about that. And if your neighbors are the people that are going to shoot a deer that's, well, making them happy, then you should be happy for them too. Look at it this way. If they don't shoot the deer that you think you were after, they're out of your way then. So there's more opportunity for you. Your percentages just went up to shoot the deer you want to shoot. I don't know. I don't know. That guy, that's annoying. Well, I mean, on small properties, you're going to be able to shoot good deer every year.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't shoot or have an opportunity, maybe you need to improve yourself. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's your whole mentality needs to change.
Yeah.
You know, it really does. And, you know, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people think about what I shoot. I know that I'm successful at it. I think I'm as good as anybody out there at getting it done and doing it. Carl and I have both shot gigantic whitetails, and we've both shot smaller whitetails.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make, neither one of them make you any better. You know, we just like to have continued success. That's what we like to do, you know. And, you know, we could go out west and both shoot 110-inch bucks, dude, and we'd be ecstatic. Yeah. Because we know where we're hunting. We know what's there, if it's there. Right. That's a great buck. Oh, yeah. I'd be pumped to shoot one. I really would. I'm hoping for it.
Me too, yeah.
Really am. Yeah. You know, if something bigger is there, cool. Right. But the first buck of that caliber, if there is one, and I can shoot him, I'm going to shoot him. Oh, yeah. First buck out there walks up to me, it's out to his ears area, close to that, I'm putting an arrow. And you're not even going to think about it.
I'll
and
be
we're
happy.
Gonna be happy.
Yes, we are.
You know, and that's
we'll be drinking Captain.
That's right. And that's the thing that people lose. You're losing that out there, people. If you're worried about these other people that, you know, about, oh, I hope this guy thinks that's big enough, you know. Yeah.
Well, here we are on social media telling people not to watch social media.
Well, the only
we're
reason
telling them not to listen.
The only reason we're on social media is because we like to do what we like to do. Yeah. And we genuinely want to help people. Yeah. There's these other people out there you're watching, they're a bunch of jerk-offs. Yeah. They don't care about you. They don't care if you have success. They don't even think if you have success, it's success.
That's a fact.
So don't forget it.
And if you're hearing constant product promotion, like bullshit about, I don't know, moon phase spinners and shit like that. Like, find something else
Is
to
that
do,
those
dude.
ones that used to fold
Yeah.
back in school? They had the colors on
You would
them
just
and
wing them across the goddamn room and try and hit your buddy in the
stuff? I
head.
thought
is
it was
what
like
they
they
were.
had blue, red, orange, and you
Yeah, that's, oh,
those things, remember?
Yeah, I remember them, but yeah, I don't remember.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember. You remember? But yeah, if everybody's out there promoting products, you know, you're not going to learn shit because they're going to falsify everything to try and do it.
They're doing it for a reason. They're making money.
Yeah,
And that's great.
yeah.
Make your money, but don't base what you do off of the unrealistic hunters out there. If you want to see two realistic hunters, you're listening to them.
That's a fact.
And unfortunately, that's what it is.
That's true.
But, you know, it is what it is. We get it done. We travel out west. We get it done. You know, we set up our own properties. We set up properties for other people. We get it done. They get it done. So obviously something must work. It's a constant learning process. And don't mentally limit yourself to what you're seeing out there.
That's a fact. Remember, we're always trying to help.
Yeah, buddy.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate you guys listening. If you have any comments, put them right down here at the bottom, right below the screen. Also, remember to like and share. We sure would appreciate that. We're just going to speak the truth on all of our podcasts. You guys are going to see that over the next couple of weeks.
Yep. Just like Blue Collar Bucks. That's
Yeah,
what that is for. Our page for real life hunters. Is there some giants on there? Sure is. Is there some smaller animals on there? Sure is.
Yep.
And every one of them is just as good as the next.
And everybody's happy. Yeah, buddy. We appreciate each one of you.
Yeah, buddy.